They became legends without saying a word, but every silent star had a final scene. Today, we uncover graves and causes of death of legendary silent movie stars. Charlie Chaplin, legendary silent film comedian and creator of The Tramp, died December 25, 1977, age 88, felled by a stroke, buried in Corsier-sur-Vevey, Switzerland. Buster Keaton, silent film icon famous for his deadpan comedy and stunts, died February 1, 1966, age 70. Succumbed to lung cancer, buried in Hollywood Hills, California. Lon Chaney, silent film master of makeup, known as the Man of 1,000 Faces, died August 26, 1930, age 47. Died of bronchial cancer, buried in Glendale, California. Clara Bow, silent film icon known as the It Girl of the 1920s, died September the 27th, 1965, age 60, stricken by a heart attack, buried in Glendale, California. Marion Davies, silent film star, producer, and longtime Hollywood icon, died September 22, 1961, age 64. Succumbed to stomach cancer, buried in Hollywood, California. Oliver Hardy, comedy legend and one half of Laurel and Hardy, died August 7, 1957, age 65. Died from cerebral thrombosis due to stroke complications, buried in North Hollywood, California. Mae Allison, silent film actress and early 20th century screen star, died March 27, 1989, age 98. Passed away from respiratory failure, buried in Gates Mills, Ohio. Tom Mix, one of Hollywood's first and most famous Western film stars, died October 12, 1940, age 60. Died in a car accident, broken neck from suitcase impact, buried in Glendale, California. Conrad Veidt, German silent film star known for The Cabinet of Dr. Caligari, died April 3, 1943, age 50. Succumbed to a heart attack. Memorial in London, England. Greta Garbo, Swedish-American star of silent and early sound cinema, died April 15, 1990, age 84. Died from renal failure and pneumonia, buried in Enskede, Sweden. Mary Pickford, silent film pioneer known as America's Sweetheart, died May 29, 1979, age 87. Passed away due to cardiac arrest, buried in Glendale, California. Rudolph Valentino, silent film icon known as the Latin Lover, died August 23, 1926, age 31. Succumbed to sepsis from perforated gastric ulcer, buried in Hollywood, California. Irene Castle, famous dancer, actress, and style icon of the early 20th century, died January the 25th, 1969, age 75. Passed away from heart failure, buried in Bronx, New York. Lionel Barrymore, Oscar-winning actor from the famous Barrymore family, died November 15, 1954, age 76. Succumbed to a heart attack, buried in East Los Angeles, California. Ronald Colman, British-born actor who starred in both silent and sound films, died May 19, 1958, age 67. Died from lung infection and emphysema, buried in Santa Barbara, California. Snub Pollard, Australian-born silent film comedian popular in the 1920s, died January 19, 1962, age 77. Succumbed to cancer, buried in Hollywood Hills, California. Douglas Fairbanks, swashbuckling silent film legend and the original Zorro, died December 12, 1939, age 56. Died following a heart attack, buried in Hollywood, California. Harold Lloyd, silent comedy superstar known for his daring stunt films, died March 8, 1971, age 77. Died from prostate cancer, buried in Glendale, California. Wallace Reed, silent film heartthrob known as the screen's most perfect lover, died January 18, 1923, age 31. Died of influenza while recovering from morphine addiction, buried in Glendale, California. Wallace Beery, Oscar-winning actor and one of Hollywood's biggest stars of the 1930s, died April 15, 1949, age 64. Died following a heart attack, buried in Glendale, California. Margaret Livingston, silent film actress remembered for Sunrise: A Song of Two Humans, died December 13, 1984, age 89, stricken by a heart attack, buried in Ewing, New Jersey. Art Accord, silent Western star and rodeo champion, died January 4, 1931, age 40, died from cyanide poisoning from acute alcoholism, buried in Glendale, California. Pola Negri, Polish silent film star known for femme fatale roles, died August 1, 1987, age 90, died from pneumonia linked to a brain tumor, buried in East Los Angeles, California. Joan Crawford, Academy Award-winning actress who rose to fame during the silent era, died May 10, 1977, age 72, succumbed to a heart attack, buried in Hartsdale, New York. Ramon Navarro, silent film heartthrob and one of Hollywood's biggest stars of the 1920s, died October 30, 1968, age 69. He was beaten to death, buried in East Los Angeles, California. William S. Hart, pioneering Western star known for realistic cowboy films, died June 23, 1946, age 81. Died after a stroke, buried in Brooklyn, New York. John Barrymore, stage and silent screen star from the famous Barrymore family, had died May 29, 1942, age 60. Died from cirrhosis of the liver and kidney failure, buried in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Richard Dix, popular actor known for rugged hero roles in silent films, died September 20, 1949, age 56, stricken by a heart attack, buried in Glendale, California. Stan Laurel, comedy icon and partner of Oliver Hardy in Laurel and Hardy, died February 23, 1965, age 74, stricken by a heart attack, buried in Hollywood Hills, California. Ginn Williams, Western actor nicknamed Big Boy for his large build, died April 6, 1962, age 67, died of acute kidney failure, buried in Hollywood Hills, California. Henry Armetta, prolific character actor who appeared in more than 150 films, died October 21, 1945, age 61, stricken by a heart attack, buried in Culver City, California. Renée Adorée, French silent film actress best known for The Big Parade, died October 5, 1933, age 35, succumbed to tuberculosis, buried in Hollywood, California. Richard Barthelmess, silent film star known for Broken Blossoms and Way Down East, died August 17, 1963, age 68, succumbed to throat cancer, buried in Hartsdale, New York. Bessie Love, silent film actress known for wholesome leading roles, died April 26, 1986, age 87, passed away of natural causes, buried in Ruislip, England. Louise Brooks, silent film icon and symbol of 1920s flapper culture, died August 8, 1985, age 78, stricken by a heart attack, buried in Rochester, New York. George Arliss, Oscar-winning actor and one of the biggest stars of his era, died February 5, 1946, age 78, died from a bronchial ailment, buried in Harrow, England. Ben Turpin, cross-eyed silent film comedian and slapstick favorite, died July 1, 1940, age 71, died of heart disease, buried in Glendale, California. Adolphe Menjou, elegant leading man known for his sophisticated screen image, died October 29, 1963, age 73, passed away of chronic hepatitis, buried in Hollywood, California. Ernest Torrance, Scottish actor known for memorable villain roles, died May 15, 1933, age 54, died from complications after gallbladder surgery, buried in Glendale, California. Theda Bara, silent film icon whose vamp roles made her an early sex symbol, died April 7, 1955, age 69, succumbed to stomach cancer, buried in Glendale, California. Bess Flowers, queen of the Hollywood extras, who appeared in hundreds of films, died July 28, 1984, age 85, died from pneumonitis and chronic pulmonary disease, buried in Los Angeles, California. Sybil Seeley, silent film actress known for her work with Buster Keaton, died June 26, 1984, age 82, died of cerebral thrombosis, buried in Glendale, California. Irving Bacon, character actor who appeared in nearly 500 films during his career, died February 5, 1965, age 70. Cause of death undisclosed, buried in San Diego, California. Vernon Dent, comic actor known for his many appearances with the Three Stooges, died November 5, 1963, age 68. Died of coronary thrombosis from diabetes complications, buried in Hollywood Hills, California. Betty Bronson, actress best known for playing Peter Pan in the 1924 film, died October 19, 1971, age 65. Died after a prolonged illness, buried in Glendale, California. Marguerite Clark, silent film star once second only to Mary Pickford in popularity, died September 25, 1940, age 57, claimed by pneumonia, buried in New Orleans, Louisiana. Mae McAvoy, silent film actress known for Ben-Hur and The Jazz Singer, died April 26, 1984, age 84. Died following a heart attack, buried in Culver City, California. Lou Cody, silent film actor known for playing charming male vamp characters, died May 31, 1934, age 49. Died of a heart attack in his sleep, buried in Lewiston, Maine. Dorothy Riviere, silent and early sound actress known as the Queen of Poverty Row, died November 19, 1993, age 89. Passed away from natural causes, buried in Hollywood Hills, California. Lillian Gish, silent film legend whose screen career spanned 75 years, died February 27, 1993, age 99. Succumbed to heart failure, buried in New York, New York. Mabel Normand, silent film comedienne, actress, director, and screenwriter, died February 23, 1930, age 37. Died from pulmonary tuberculosis, buried in East Los Angeles, California. Gloria Swanson, silent film legend later celebrated for Sunset Boulevard, died April 4, 1983, age 84. Passed away from heart failure, buried in New York, New York. Charlie Chase, popular silent film comedian, actor, and director, died June 20, 1940, age 46. Stricken by a heart attack, buried in Glendale, California. Thomas Meehan, silent film leading man and major box office star, died July 8, 1936, age 57. Died from lung cancer, buried in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Janet Gaynor, first ever Best Actress Oscar winner and silent film superstar, died September 14, 1984, age 77. Killed in a 1982 traffic accident, buried in Hollywood, California. Edgar Kennedy, comedian known for his famous slow burn expression, died November 9, 1948, age 58. Succumbed to throat cancer, buried in Culver City, California. Harry Langdon, silent film comedian known for his childlike screen persona, died December 22, 1944, age 60. Succumbed to cerebral hemorrhage, buried in Glendale, California. Julianne Johnstone, silent film actress and dancer known for The Thief of Baghdad, died December 26, 1988, age 88. Passed away of natural causes, buried in Detroit, Michigan. Don Alvarado, silent film actor, later known as an assistant director and production manager, died March 31, 1967, age 62. Succumbed to cancer, buried in Hollywood Hills, California. Ethelyn Clare, silent film actress best known for serials and 1920s screen roles, died February 27, 1996, age 91. Died from respiratory failure following ulcer surgery. Ervil Alderson, character actor who appeared in nearly 200 films, died August 4, 1957, age 72. Cause of death not recorded. Buried in Hollywood, California. Mary Astor, Academy Award-winning actress known for The Maltese Falcon, Died September 25, 1987, age 81. Passed away from respiratory failure. Buried in Culver City, California. Emil Jannings, first ever Best Actor Oscar winner and silent film star. Died January 2, 1950, age 65. Succumbed to liver cancer. Buried in St. Wolfgang, Austria. Frank Aitken, silent film actor, known for appearing in The Birth of a Nation. Died February 18, 1933, age 65. Cause of death not recorded. Buried in Hollywood, California. Victor McLaglen, actor and former boxer best known for films with John Ford. Died November 7, 1959, age 72. Passed away from congestive heart failure. Buried in Glendale, California. Richard Arlen, film star who successfully transitioned from silent films to talkies. Died March 28, 1976, age 76. Succumbed to emphysema. Buried in Culver City, California. Mae Marsh, silent film star known for her work with D.W. Griffith. Died February 13, 1968, age 73. Died following a heart attack. Buried in Redondo Beach, California. Raymond Griffith, silent film comedian later known as a producer. Died November 25, 1957, age 68. Died from asphyxia, choked on food. Buried in Glendale, California. Gypsy Abbott, silent film comedian who began performing in vaudeville as a child. Died November 26, 1952, age 67. Passed away from heart failure. Buried in Culver City, California. Norma Talmadge, major silent film star and one of the era's biggest box office names. Died December 24, 1957, age 63. Succumbed to stroke and pneumonia. Buried in Hollywood, California. Mignon Anderson, stage and silent film actress whose career peaked in the 1910s. Died February 25, 1983, age 90. Passed away of natural causes. Buried in Hollywood Hills, California.